Now we're in the kitchen with April Jackson, who is putting her spin on a cult classic. What have you got for us today? Because this is like my dream.
Everyone has been going on how much they love fish finger sandwiches, and I'm super excited to bring you one that's a little bit different. We're going to jazz it up with some spice. So, first off here, I just have my fish cooking, and for our coating, we're using some cornmeal, a little bit of cornstarch or corn flour to just give some crisp, some flour, and then I have some normal spices. So this is your smoked paprika, a little bit of garlic, salt, and pepper. Now, in Jamaica, there's a place that I love for fried fish. We have fried fish and escabeche, and it is called Helsha. And so that's why I've added the cornmeal, because festival, I don't know if you've ever had festival, but it has corn. It's like, think of it as like a bread, a light, savoury donut kind of.
Right, okay, lovely.
And so that's why I've added that to the coating. And all you do is you cut your cod. I'm using sustainable cod here that you can get from any supermarket, really easy. And you're just going to dip that in some egg.
Yeah.
Get a bit messy, and this is just so that the coating sticks to it, and then you just dip.
So when I read we're doing fish finger sandwiches, I didn't know we were making the fish fingers as well.
Yes! This is April you're messing with. This is no joke.
Right.
So basically, once you've done your coating, you put that all in, and then I'm just going to fry them off, which is what you'll be having today. And in terms of making, I do know that sometimes you might be in a rush. You can definitely, I have one here where you can use store-bought fish fingers and still come with the flavour with the condiments. So if you don't wish to get full in and you're not feeling like getting messy, or you just want quick hangover food,
or you want to pimp up what you've already got.
There you go.
Because everyone has fish fingers in the freezer that they might want to use.
You know, when I was living in Jamaica, my dad used to have to smuggle them in his suitcase from here to Jamaica. No exaggeration. It was like the childhood dream.
Wow.
That's brilliant.
So you're going to use these after, but let me first show you how...
They look great. Hang on, let me just show somebody these. Look at these.
Look at those, look. They smell gorgeous as well. You can smell the extra spice in there.
Yeah.
The flavour, babes.
Making them a little bit nicer.
Right.
So I'm making the escabeche part. So basically, before the Brits came along, the Spanish were there in Jamaica, and they had a dish called escabeche. And this was fried and then pickled fish. Right. And so we have made something out of that, which is escabeche. And it's basically, in your little jar there, you have a selection of vegetables. I know Andy's a little bit scared because he saw some Scotch bonnet.
But it's so
it's spicy, which, of course, you can tame. Wow.
It's so good.
No, that's a bit of carrot as well, Andy. It's not just
peppers. No, look how much you're having of it, though.
It's so... Honestly, it's delicious.
It's really hot. I was so surprised.
I like spice.
Wow.
It's not overpoweringly hot. Because, so in here, I have...
is it for you?
It was for me.
You sure?
Yeah.
In here, I have a little bit of water and vinegar.
Yeah.
We bring that to boil, and then we add in our veg. So I'm using some carrots. Again, they're just beautifully chopped.
Yeah.
And then I add some onion. This is just normal white onion. And this is what Andy's scared of, which is the Scotch bonnet.
He's gone back in.
Because it is a little bit Moorish.
Yeah, but Scotch bonnet, you know, in Jamaican cooking, is like...
It's everywhere.
Yeah, you just can't let it burst. That's what I always remember everyone saying.
That's chopped, though.
But that's chopped.
That's chopped.
No. You know when you put it on the top of the soup, if you burst it in the top of the soup, it goes wrong.
But the thing I love about Scotch bonnet chilies is that they are really floral. It's not just heat. You know, sometimes you have a chili and you can't taste anything else.
And when you chop it, you're in control of how much you put in.
100%.
And it's the seeds you've got to try and avoid as well, isn't it?
People say this, and I'm like, I'm not sure I'm convinced.
Oh, really?
It's still a spicy.
It's still spicy. So I bring that to boil.
And what else has gone in with the Scotch bonnet?
So I've put in some salt, pepper, a little bit of sugar to balance out that vinegar for sweetness, and then we have allspice berries.
So it's a pickle. You're doing a pickle. I've never seen a hot pickle, though.
Yeah, so I do it in hot, and then I take it off the fire, and I leave it covered with a little bit of orange juice, again, just for some added flavour. And I let that, and your veg will naturally get soft. This is the part where you should probably start assembling.
Okay.
So I've used brioche because whenever I have a sandwich and it's sourdough, don't get me wrong, I love sourdough, but at the same time, it just cuts the top of my mouth.
I know exactly what
it's
you mean.
too crusty.
Yeah.
And so I feel like a brioche bun is perfect because you get to enjoy the flavour without attacking your mouth.
The roof of your mouth. It's still got skin left at the end.
There you go. And I've made a little, you know, spicy mayo here. Again, you just buy store-bought mayo, add a little bit of chili. I've used some sriracha. I've added some Cajun, which is like quite heavy in cayenne pepper and other spices. And then just a touch of lime juice, just to, again, keep it alive.
Are we just putting this in whole?
Yep, just like that. And then you can add a little bit of lettuce if you wanted to.
I might do that.
Andy, you can manage your heat control yourself. But it's a great combination of bringing that nostalgic, you know, childhood favourite of a fish finger sandwich, but adding in the spice, adding in the pickle, and to me, it is like ultimate perfection.
Right, go for it. Give it a go, give it a go. I have to say. Everyone loves a fish finger. Do you know, I've never at home made a fish finger sandwich.
Really?
No, never.
But if you did, as I said, if you did want to just chuck in some lazy fish fingers...
Oh, yeah, but you're right. Just use a shop-bought fish finger and then pimp it with the pimping.
With the condiments.
It is so good.
Yeah.
There's only 10 seconds and I haven't got time.
It's that sweet, spicy, just zesty vibe. Go for it, babes.
Oh, my. April, absolutely delicious. I'm going to read this because he's got his mouth on. For all of the details of today's recipe, check out our free this morning app. This is delightful.